Hello and welcome, I'm Peasant, and I'm going to take on Chapter 4. Now, this isn't the first time I've recorded... I recorded an attempt. I'm probably not going to upload it. I made loads of mistakes, way more than usual, and you know I make a few. So, it was a Necromancer run. I'm going to make a second Necromancer attempt with the same kind of setup that I had. So it's a bit of a mix of stuff. I like the ruins for the loot they give. I'm going with the Arsenal rather than the Ancestral Crypt. I do have this 0 milestone that I've unlocked, and I haven't played around with it, but I'm keen to just have a nice attempt at 4. So this is, I think, going to be the attempt. So we go with those cards, and we're going Necromancer. So it does look like 4 is a lot harder, which is cool. There's always that part of me is like, I'm going to beat it in the first try, aren't I? Not really. But there was a little bit of concern that might happen. So we do have the shield from the Arsenal. And that's what happened on my run. I'm not going to upload as well. So we did get the shield. And the mistake I made in the run was I actually wasted a load of cards because I was going to do a little bit of unnecessary science, proving something I already knew. Which is that a 3x3 of forests, alas, does not create anything, and I actually did have a use for those tiles after all, so there's that. The thing I like about going with forests is that then it takes the burden of gaining attack speed. It just takes that burden off from your other, from your equipment, and that's really great. It's wonderful. Okay. Because you only have so many equipment slots, whereas you have quite a lot of space for forests. Quite a lot. Okay, so we've got ourselves a blood grove. We're going to be making vampire fights where we can. We're going to have the support here. Ruins hopefully in here. But we do want the grove for the boss fight. I have not fought the boss, but I'm sure I'm going to want a grove in there. If we put this here and the grove there, that's going to be in all those important areas. And the nice thing about the grove is it will mean that the sandworms won't be able to get away, which I think is the key to getting the good loot out of them. The key. And I need to really think about the river placement. That's the thing I think that is pretty important. Is getting the rivers in the right place. I'm not sure I've seen a Necromancer shield like... it's a max skeleton shield. That's very exciting. Okay. Necromancer is my favourite character. I've not done as well with Necromancer as I've done with Rogue, but it is my favourite. Okay, so we need to think about where we're going to put our river. So a few rules of thumb I have developed for myself with rivers are you don't want them running along the edge of the map. That's rule number 1. If you're going heavy on evade, you don't want them running next to the river because they create frogmen that are just designed to fight evade. And evade might be a good option if I can't get my quality up. Sorry if this sounds a bit like a foreign language. So we want a river, and I'm actually contemplating going with rejecting, just making a 3x3, having a river running by it, and that's it. That's what I'm thinking about. We definitely want some max HP from somewhere. So, or we could go really, we could go for a very kind of min-maxing kind of strategy and go with a 3x3 of rocks, aka gravel, and then we could run a river around it. In fact, we could go for a pretty large amount of river rounding, and then, yeah, let's go with that. Okay, so in this instance, we could actually bring the river down here. But then it's a shame because we're wasting lots of adjacencies. So it's that thing of, well, we could have a mountain here. The thing is, this is a lot harder than 3 in my experience. So maybe we could have the river running down like this and then down like that with the mountain in this top corner. River down here, but not to the edge. Down here, thickets, thickets, thickets. Okay. Okay, it's a deal. It's a deal. And I'm not going to worry too much about quality here. Because it does seem to be easy to die early on in this... what was that attack? In Chapter 4 it seems a lot easier to just die. Okay, we've got ourselves some spiders. This is a great vampire spot, as is this, as are these. Let's just put them... Let's just put them... Let's just put them there. Okay, there's our river. So we are going to bring it down this way and then down there. Okay, so we start it here. And I think river is the river placement is I think it's one of the most important things, I suspect, as we get to harder difficulty and we're really having to properly strategize rather than just kind of spamming a load of stuff together. Okay, go with this. And you could argue that actually it would be better to have a space for more mountains around there, and that might be correct. Might well just be correct there. Because the goblins, they are more fights, they are more experience. But here's the funny thing, I'm not used to being a pioneer in these kind of games. I'm used to being early. I mean, we could still leave space for some mountains up here. So we could make the 3x3 here and then just fill in with mountains. In fact, we could even make the 3x3 here and have the water go like this. Yeah, actually, let's do that. We've not gained any thickets just yet. Yeah, we need that max HP. It's just a real... I don't know. Depends. I guess it all depends what traits we get early on as well. I don't think we can really... Yeah, it's tricky because you make the build before the run starts. So you don't necessarily know what you're going to be working with. And we've got some gratuitous wheat fields for luck. I don't think I've used them for quite a long time. Okay, attack speed is probably better than the regen. So we'll replace that. Get the river. Oh yeah, this is horrible. Because yeah, we've gone along the edge. Is it horrible? I'm really not sure. And I probably would like to experiment at some point with having the river like completely surrounding one of these big tiles, because it's so big. How does that actually work? But I've got no time for science right now. Got to try them hard difficulties. Yeah, so river's going to come down here. We don't have any thickets just yet. Yeah, I'll hold off for now. We do have bookeries, so we've got the chance of turning these into more useful cards. And I've not actually triggered a bookery just yet. Not actually done that. Okay, there's our first thicket. And that's an evasion amulet. It's probably more important than the attack speed. Okay, here's our first thicket. Gonna bring the river down here. Yeah. And actually, wheat fields are also something that often ends up being just having a handful of them. Well, in the late game, if you get there. Okay, so ruins can go here. That's perfect. That's good. Let's go down here. Another blood grove. So we could actually make a hungry grove. Place that there, I think. But actually, I think I'd rather have the support over here. Blood groves seem to be becoming more and more dangerous as the chapters progress. But again, it's so anecdotal. It's all anecdotal. And so, yeah. Okay, more rivers. So we are going to make a whatchamacallit down here. Maybe you could have another forest in the... Oh, actually, we can't have thickets in there. So that's an interesting little... if we're really looking at the min-maxing here... Wow, these spiders are kicking ass. Having a river go so it's next to a corner spot like that is actually not good. Wow. See, this is... Chapter 4 it's serious. It's not messing around. These are just flipping spiders. They are just spiders, man. We're not getting to max. Let's get some evasion going. Fighting for my life here. And yeah, the pretty serious stuff. So my attack speed is being hit by them. And they're going straight for me as well. And that was just those were just spiders. So okay, we could forget about min-maxing for the moment. We'll just go with those, and yeah, just to give us more of a chance to not die. And so if we'd done that before, that might have been better. But the thing is that Bloodgrove might have actually no, wouldn't quite have started attacking us, I don't think. But yeah, it's a lot harder. Or it seems to be anyway. Or I'm finding it a lot harder. Let's be really clear. Okay, we've got in one of my abortive Act 4 runs, I just made a vampire village thinking, it's no big deal. It was a big deal, it turns out. Let's get some wheats going. So long since I've used wheat. And villages, actually. Not been using them lately either. So hopefully the cavalry will sort this out. And there we go. That's the reason that I've got this little thing going. And it's weird because no one told me to do this. I'm so used to, with a lot of strategy games, thinking, oh, actually this is so-and-so's idea. Or, this is being an early adopter is a very new position for me to be in. Okay, so that's a... it's a max skeleton shield. It's cool that the Necromancer has its own shield designs. And we've got ourselves a forest. And there are, there might be some wheat field interactions. I remember in the demo there was the, you could get the blade, the wheat shards, and there wasn't much point of it in the demo that we could see. But obviously, we're not in the demo anymore. I wonder if elite slimes are still dropping the best goods. Are we just dead here? These guys wrecked me last time. They nearly killed me. I mean, at least I'm back up to full health. They're not messing around. Am I going to die to spiders? I might well just die to spiders. At least I've got my new necro shield. I mean, these guys are absolute savages. Wow, okay, yeah. That's just a spider fight. Okay. Alright, maybe my last runs that I'm not going to upload weren't actually so bad. It's just a lot harder. Okay, so yeah, no vampire villages for me. I will make this a vampire fight though, because we've got our kind of air support here. And so it should be a relatively easy fight regardless of what we do. Because we're not doing most of the fighting. You get a little bit of health there. Ooh, I love these shield designs. It's a 10 defense shield, but we're losing out on quality and max. I think we keep the quality and max. And of course, every loop we're going up by 4% in difficulty, rather than 3%. So it's going to be getting a lot harder with time. Just getting some excuses in there, just like, yeah, this is a lot harder. Trust me. Not just terrible. I'm also terrible, but this is an additional factor. I suspect there are some things that I need to be doing. I mean, scarecrows, they were pretty scary on chapter 1. What are they going to be like now? Okay, we've got ourselves a trait. After killing an enemy, skeleton fully heals itself. Its damage and HP are increased by 10% till the end of battle. That's amazing. Summon skeletons have a 20% chance to perform a quick 3-hit combo with each hit dealing 50% damage. That's good, but I think this is better. This gives me a chance of sustaining, and especially if I get my big boys out. Now, I used to think spiders just weren't a problem, but apparently they've decided that they are a problem now. Even the simplest fight feels like an uphill struggle. Let's put some spiders here though, because at least we've got our air support. And the spiders, of course, are important for card draw. If you're wondering why I'm going for spiders, that's just a much better book. Let's just pause while I do this. Let's just go for that. I think that little bit of evade is pretty handy. Okay. I mean, I'm pretty sure these spiders are not going to summon anywhere. Yeah, pretty gnarly. Actually, we could have spiders in this fight as well. I think it's fine because we've got the support of the towers. So yeah, the full heal on skeletons is a very good one. I've had it before, and I did think it was good. Okay, let's just put this somewhere where we might want a blood grove in future. So we've got one here, we've got one here. We might want a blood grove here, so I'm just going to put that there. And who knows, I might have to do some farming runs to get upgrades before I really take on this chapter 4 in earnest. Because yeah, so far it's proving to be much harder. Okay. Yeah, so these big lads. I mean, I know there's only one enemy here, but that heal is pretty great. Okay, this is. I actually prefer quality. These guys are absolutely the big guys, the Bruces, are absolutely crucial to. Well, I say that as someone that hasn't really got very far with Necromancer. I could well be wrong. Yeah, that heal ability, I like it. Okay, we're going to get harpies joining the fight now, and there's actually an actual thicket. Yeah, absolutely crucial. Okay, that's a quality buff. We take it. And that's a thicket. So this river is going to then come down there. So we'll put that there. And we make the harpy house. Let's just see it just for the joy. Max HP plus 167. Let's see what the buff is. So it's pretty large increase in max HP. Pretty, respectable. Okay, the big lad's out. Wow. So what's our quality up? 83%. So we're not exactly guaranteed, but we're getting towards guarantees. What is this guy doing? I just haven't seen this guy for so long. 30% of creatures damage is dealt to everyone. Okay, they've got their own attack roll. Banishes a random enemy at the start of the battle. And has a 30% chance to counterattack. Crikey. Serious business being a scarecrow. And they're hitting me regardless of my big lad being about. Oh, wait a second. We have two big lads there. I've not seen that before. Okay. I didn't actually know that was possible. Didn't know it was possible. I prefer the quality. Yeah, we keep the quality stuff. Well, okay. Maybe are we kind of getting somewhere? Maybe. Okay. Hopefully, the firing squad will just deal with this. Yeah, the firing squad did just deal with this. And we've got a... I think max skeletons is important. And this is a quality buff. And a level buff. So where's my level? 2.82. Not really keeping pace. This is a summon quality 17, but the max skeletons is worthwhile. Probably do want to think about. I think we need we're not acing this. We need every possible benefit. So we could have potential. And the trouble is, blood groves. They're also a hard fight. So we could have a potential blood grove here, maybe. Yeah. And maybe we could have a potential blood grove. Actually, this gives an option to have a blood grove here. What? What's happened there? What the hell? Okay. So this is showing you how far I've got before. Not very far. Okay, so we've got Lich's Palace. Oh, we're fighting the Lich again. Oh, Jiminy Stimmons. Okay. Okay. How is it possible? Shut up. Got a score to settle. I think this score is going to be settled very quickly. Can't even beat spiders. Well, okay, we're in the fight. Okay. Well, this is the Lich, right? Oh, we have to fight all the bosses. Okay, that makes sense. So this is the first, then we might have to fight the the princess, the art enchantress, and then we'd have to fight Doggo Manson. I have no idea how prepared I am for the lich, and we could switch to an evasion shield. I actually think we should be fine here, unless the lich has extra abilities. No. They do magic damage as long as I can be summoning my big lads, but if the lich still attacks really slowly like they have in the past, I think we should be okay, but our quality is only 84. Because even if he one-shots the big lad... Ooh, he nearly one-shot me there. Oh, that's the wrong guy. We wanted big Laddie Bigson. Well. That was cool. Alright, well at least that one we saw something new and I didn't make a complete fool of myself. So that was my first chapter 4 where I actually got, past the opening credits. So thanks so much for joining. I've been Peasant. Like the video if you like the video, and I'll catch you in the next loop. Find my button.